So to draw my Edward Hopper lighthouse, I'm going to start by drawing out my lighthouse and drawing the stripes and drawing out the top of the lighthouse with the roof and then the mountains in the back, the hills and the ocean. And I need a little window on there, and I'm going to make it look like it's 3D, so I'm going to color that part in. And I'm really working on the shading here, and that's what's really important. So I'm going to start with the stripes, and I'm going to start with the white part. And the white part is going to have a black to gray, gray to shading. So I'm going to start out dark and work my way light. And I can always go darker, but I can't go lighter. So I'm going to really take my time here. And this video is totally sped up, so it just looks like I'm going fast. So I'm filling in the white spots first. I have to turn my paper to make it work. And then I'm going to go to the red spots. Switch my pencil out. And I'm going to fill the whole thing in red. I noticed I needed a little bit more light black space. I'm going to fill the whole thing in red. Lightly. And then I go back in and put in my darker red, because it's, like I said, it's always easier to go from lighter to darker, for me at least. And then I know how to handle the darker parts because I already have the lighter parts in there. I'm actually going to use a little bit of black at the edges to really make it pop. I'm just going to do this with all of them. And then you're going to see later on, I do it with the mountains too. I layer my colors. I'm going to use a lighter green and then a darker green on top of it, maybe even a little bit of brown. And then at the very edges, I do a little pop of black so that it really makes it just really pop. And I do it with the water too. With the water, I do a light blue first, and then the darker blue, and then a little bit of black at the top just to make it pop. And then you're going to do the background, the sky, however you want. I mean, you could do this, again, you could do the whole thing however you want, but I'm just showing you my way of doing it, one way of doing it. How you do it is up to you, but what I'm looking for is for you to be able to show value and lights and darks, because after all, that is what Edward Hopper was famous for, was showing value and lights and darks, right? He was real good about that. So actually in a moment you're going to see another drawing, because I actually had 2 drawings. It's going to look like I cheated because I actually had a different drawing. And they weren't exactly the same. And magically my drawing's going to be finished. And here we are at my finished drawing. And it wasn't really finished because I am going in with some black again and just kind of finishing it off. And then it's really not finished because I haven't done my sky, and you can watercolor your sky. You could do your sky however you want. And I just did notice that I didn't make it look totally rounded, so I finished that off too. And I cannot wait to see your finished Edward Hopper lighthouses.